60 Minutes Overtime.
On 60 Minutes this week, we went to Nigeria and met almost 100 of the Chibok girls who were kidnapped, negotiated for, and released from Boko Haram. I heard you were eating grass.
Yeah, some of us eat that. And we are just be patient and live later. No food, no anything.
Look at them today, in their 20s. They're healthy and full of spirit at a school created just for them, paid for by the Nigerian government and some donors. The spotlight was on those Chibok girls. Bring back our girls. You remember Michelle Obama and Malala, other people really focusing on them in particular. Now, in their Wi-Fi equipped dorms, they have smartphones and laptops and their own beds. But we also went to a camp very close to the school where the girls are. The contrast was just striking and almost painful to see. This was a camp of people in one way or another displaced by Boko Haram, run by the Nigerian government, and the conditions were horrendous.
This month they gave 2 measures of rice. That's all. And that 2 measures of rice, there is no soup ingredients, no nothing, just that 2 noodles of rice for the whole month. So the condition is very bad.
There was an older woman who we met who told us that she had been kidnapped by Boko Haram. That woman allowed us to come into her little hut. There were just mats on the floor for sleeping, and 6 people were in this tiny, tiny little room. And as she began to complain about the conditions,
We are 6 living here.
You sleep on the floor?
Yes, we do.
a man, I assume a government representative running in charge of the camp, came running in.
Go back over there, no, back outside. Yeah.
And took her out of the room with us and went like this, shh, don't say anything negative about these conditions. To me, the most striking thing was that they're not getting enough food.
So these are leaves that they get from the bush for them to eat and survive.
And why that's so striking is because that, eating grass, was the condition that the Chibok girls were in under Boko Haram. We met one girl who was in her 20s, so about the same age as the Chibok girls. Her name was Fatima. What happened in your village? Did Boko Haram come and you all fled?
The Boko Haram insurgents came and chased us away from our town.
You know, I had just come from the school where these girls, I mean, their lives are all about their future, wide open. And here is a girl, same age, seeing no path out for herself. What do you wish for? What do you hope is going to happen soon?
I'm very unhappy because I'm not doing anything. I don't have a job. I don't have a vocation. I just hope things will get better.
Do you see a future? Do you have any hope for the future?
No.
Areas are still under the control of terrorists, and a lot of these people are simply afraid to go home.
My family is all here, and our village is not safe. We still have pockets of violence. There's still Boko Haram insurgents infiltrating the town and killing people. So we think it's safer for us to be here.
We can't obviously speak for all the camps, but I think that you can assume that there are more like the ones we saw, where there's nothing for people to do, there's not enough food to eat. No wonder Fatima sees no future for herself.